So today we are gonna uh, talk about a very close devotee of Baba that you're gonna see. He has, the love between Baba and this devotee was like father and son, right? A very close devotee, and not much mention is made about this devotee in Pothi or other places. And not many devotees, Baba's devotees, know about him also. And this devotee is रघुवीर भास्कर पुरंधारे, और बाबा इनको प्यार से भाऊ कहते थे. And today we have with us his grandson Narendra Purandhare ji. Thank you, Narendra Purandhare ji, for coming to satsang. Right, he's in Bandra, and we'll see there. And इनके जो पिताजी थे उनका नाम विठल पुरंधारे जी था, और उनके पिताजी रघुवीर भास्कर पुरंधारे जी थे. So before we start, Narendra Purandhare ji, why don't you introduce yourself about भाऊ जी, क्योंकि मेरे पास अलग से स्लाइड्स हैं, बट व्हाई डोंट यू स्टार्ट विद योर स्टफ.
अच्छा, नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है नरेंद्र पुरंदरे. मैं लेट रघुवीर भास्कर पुरंदरे के ग्रैंड सन हूँ. मैं मेरे पिताजी उनके अकेले ही गए थे. एक्चुअली उनके ब्रदर्स वगैरह थे, वो पहले छोटे बचपन में ही गुजर गए उसको. और मेरे पिताजी, हाँ जी, हाँ, तो मेरे पिताजी जो है 1980 में गुजर गए, 15 अक्टूबर 1980 में. और मेरे ग्रैंड फादर रघुवीर भास्कर पुरंदरे वो 12 अप्रैल 1948 में एक्सपायर हो गए. तो एक्चुअली क्या है कि हमने किसी हमारे ब्रदर सिस्टर ने उनको देखा नहीं था. मेरी एक दो सिस्टर है और एक ब्रदर दिए, हम लोग 4 जने हैं. तो किसी ने देखा नहीं था उनको, दादाजी को. मेरे मदर ने भी देखा था, मदर वगैरह कुछ कहती थी उसके बारे में, और मेरे पिताजी काफी उनके बारे में कहते थे, दादाजी के बारे में. तो दादाजी तो उनके साईं के पूरे भक्त थे. जैसे साईं बाबा की आज्ञा जैसी भी होगी तो वो सब कुछ छोड़ के शिरडी चले जाते थे. उनको कुछ ये नहीं था, दूसरा कुछ ही नहीं कि साईं बाबा छोड़ के उनको कुछ दूसरा देवता नहीं था. और मुझे भी पता नहीं कि मैं अभी इतना बड़ा हुआ आ गया, मेरा 65 एज तो है मेरा. लेकिन मेरे पिताजी ने या मेरे मदर बाद में हम लोग गए थे, लेकिन पिताजी ने कोई हमारे हिंदू मंदिर में वगैरह कभी नहीं गया. शिरडी छोड़ के हम दूसरे कहीं नहीं गए. हमारे कुल देवता नासिक में है, लेकिन हम वहां पे भी कभी देखे नहीं हो. मेरे पिताजी वगैरह एक्सपायर होने के बाद हम वहां पे देखे, नासिक में त्र्यंबकेश्वर में थे. लेकिन वो पिताजी और मेरे दादाजी वो छोड़ के कभी नहीं गए. आपने सुना भी होगा, किसी पढ़ा भी होगा कि एक में जैसे कि मेरी ग्रैंडफादर है, उनकी मदर थी, वो जब शिरडी गई तो उनको इच्छा होगी पंढरपुर जाने के लिए. पंढरपुर तो हिंदू का काफी ये है, पवित्र स्थान माना जाता है. तो पीछे करने लगी. तो लेकिन मेरे दादाजी बोले कि नहीं, मैं शिरडी छोड़ के किधर नहीं जाऊंगा करके. तो काफी दुखी बोले ठीक है दे, तो नहीं सुनेगा करके. तो पापा ने एक दिन उनको पूछा कि माँ क्या हो गया. तो बोले कि नहीं, आप बोलिए, मेरे को पंढरपुर जाना है और ये सुन नहीं रहा है, तो आप उनको आज्ञा दीजिए करके. तो फिर वो साईं बाबा बोले ठीक है, मेरे भाऊ उद्या हिला घेऊन जा, मतलब कल उसको लेके जाओ शिरडी पंढरपुर करके. तो बोले दादा बोले ठीक है, मैं उनको पंढरपुर लेके जाऊंगा, आपके अगर है, लेकिन मेरा इच्छा नहीं है बाबा जी, लेकिन आप बोल रहे हैं तो आपको तो आज्ञा मैं नहीं करूंगा करके. और रात को जब हो गया सुबह निकलने की तैयारी, लेकिन रात को शिरडी में थे तो उनको बाबा ने दर्शन दिया पंढरपुर का वहां पे करके. और दूसरे दिन तैयारी होकर मेरे दादाजी तैयार हो गए और आज्ञा लेने के लिए गए कि चलो मैं निकल रहा हूँ पंढरपुर के लिए. तो फिर साईं बाबा ने मैंने मदर इसको पूछा, ग्रैंडफादर के मदर को, कि क्या आप शिरडी जा रहे हैं ना, ठीक है से जाना. तो बोला अभी क्या के लिए जाना है क्या बाबा, आपने दर्शन मुझे दिया, मुझे जाना नहीं है करके. तो इतने मतलब मेरे दादाजी ये थे कि साईं बाबा छोड़ के किधर नहीं गए. और मेरे पिताजी ने भी मुझे आज तक कोई भी मंदिर में लेके नहीं गया. मुझे अभी तक याद है मेरे साईं बाबा, मेरे पिताजी तो दादाजी को देखा ही नहीं, लेकिन पिताजी मेरे कोई भी मंदिर में लेके नहीं गया, सिर्फ शिरडी साईं बाबा के मंदिर छोड़ के.
अच्छा, पुरंधारे जी जो भाऊ थे वो 1872 में हुए थे. उनका
72 बॉर्न है,
1872 बॉर्न. और उनका जो हुआ था समाधि 1948 1948 में. ओके ओके. और अच्छा ठीक है, ओके. और तो व्हाट वी विल डू इज why don't we start? I have a slides I collected, gathered material, and I will ask you in the between, जैसे हमने discuss किया था पहले आपने जो information और दी थी, I'll ask you in the between. So with this, let me start the thing. So in 1909, जो जैसे पुरंदारे जी ने बताया, जो उनको भाऊ कहते थे. So I will refer Raghuveer Purandhare ji as भाऊ going forward in this session. So भाऊ जो थे, he was very fond of saints. And in 1909, he visited Baba for the first time. And at that time, he just had a young daughter, 6 months old. She wasn't keeping up well. And Baba came in his dream and called him. So उन्होंने कहा ठीक है अब मुझे जाना है शिरडी. But बाबा जो थे, उनकी जो मदर थी, भाऊ की मदर, she wasn't very willing, because ladki is not well, how will you take in the train and all that stuff. Shirdi, jana it was not easy during that time. But in spite of that, भाऊ said he will go. So he went with his mother, wife, daughter, brother and nephew. And जब वो वहां द्वारका में ही पहुंचे, सीधा वो गए और वहां द्वारका में ही पहुंचे. और he was द्वारका में लोग बैठे हुए थे, भाऊ सब पूरी फैमिली एट द एंड बैक में बैठी हुई थी. तो बाबा ने देखा भाऊ को और बाबा ने कहा कि आगे आओ. तो बाबा ने उनको चिलिम दी, क्योंकि बाबा चिलिम सबको देते थे कि तू भाई पियो. तो बाबा ने भाऊ को चिलिम दी और भाऊ ने नहीं ली, भाऊ ने रिफ्यूज कर दिया, क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम था, कुछ नहीं पता. और चिलिम वो नहीं पीते, काफी लोग नहीं पीते, हमने देखा है सत्संग में काफी जाते थे. तो बाकी जो आसपास डिवोटीज बैठे थे, they felt bad कि बाबा कुछ कह रहे हैं और तुम मान नहीं रहे. तो but भाऊ is coming for the first time, he never, but eventually he yielded, he too did take chilim. और बाबा और जो भाऊ थे वो फर्स्ट विजिट में 13 days तक वहां रुके. थर्ड डे उनकी डॉटर जो थी, she recovered, right? And बाबा said कि ये हमने सुना है कि श्यामा के बारे में सुना है. बाबा कहते थे श्यामा और मैं काफी बहुत सेंचुरी से पिछले बर्थ से हमारा है. बाबा कहते थे कि भाऊ तू और मैं 700 साल से जानते हैं एक दूसरे को. और मैं कभी भी wherever you are, right, I will not eat food without thinking about you. And this was, and Bhau is coming for the first time. He never, he didn't realize ki what Baba is saying, all this stuff. So he was surprised. But the point I'm trying to make is, you will see as we talk about some incidents, ki Baba was very much attached to Bhau, to Purandhare ji. And so Purandhare ji Bhau was very fond of, he was a Vishnu ji bhakt, and he will do Vishnu ji prayer and puja. So Baba said, you continue with your puja and prayer, and don't worry. As like Baba सबको कहते हैं कि तुम अगर शिव भक्त हो, विष्णु भक्त हो, विठल भक्त हो, तुम करते रहो, वही करो. So, but another thing what happened कि बाबा दक्षिणा तो सबसे मांगते थे, तो भाऊ भी गए पहले, तो बाबा उनसे हमेशा ना 2 रुपए दक्षिणा मांगते थे. तो हाँ, तो भाऊ वाज सरप्राइज कि ये बाबा 2 रुपए क्यों मांगते हैं दक्षिणा. सो बट देन ही रियलाइज, बाबा ने उसको बोला कि देखो मुझे तुमसे 2 रुपए, ये मुझे पैसा नहीं चाहिए. लाइक वी हैव ऑल हर्ड, आई नीड फेथ एंड सबूरी. So भाऊ said कि बाबा I already have faith and I'm anxiously waiting for my progress. So Baba said, you have come to the right place. We know each other. You don't know that we know each other, but I do know. And on his first visit, Baba asked Bhau to go to Shala. And हमने पोथी में भी इसका जिक्र सुना है, Radha Krishna Mai. So we will see that Bhau was one of the few devotees who was very, very close to Radha Krishna Mai. So जब बाबा ने भाऊ को बोला कि जाओ शाला में जाओ, तो he didn't understand कि शाला क्या. So दीक्षित जी ने बताया कि राधा कृष्ण माईया आप वहां जाओ. So he went there, he knocked at the door, और राधा कृष्ण माई ने पूछा कि who is it, तो उसने कहा ऐसे ऐसे बाबा ने मुझे भेजा, तो she did not open the door. So he waited 10 minutes and then he went back to Dwarka Mai and said, Baba, वहां तो कोई नहीं है, it was the door was closed. He said, okay, go now again. So he went again. So now he said he knocked again and Radha Krishna opened the door and she fell on his feet and started crying, and then she really welcomed him as if she also knew him for past many generations, right? And henceforth, Bhau, we will see, he used to visit Shirdi very frequently.
Very frequently.
Very frequently. And whenever he will go there, he will stay at I's place, Radha Krishna Mai house. And
उनको कहा था कि चिलिम जो पापा ने चिलिम दिया, तुम चिलिम क्यों नहीं पिया? तो बोले मैं चिलिम ने सिगरेट वगैरह कोई नहीं करता हूँ. तो राधा कृष्ण ने बोला अरे ये तो प्रसाद करके तुमको लेना चाहिए, साईं बाबा का प्रसाद है. तो राधा माई के इसने कहने से उन्होंने चिलिम ले लिए पहले.
बिल्कुल, exactly. And Radha, we will see in today's satsang that Radha Krishna Mai and Bhau, they used to work day and night, very hard work for Baba serving him. So, and Bhau identified that Radha Krishna Mai was a divine soul and she was very strange. She will sing, one moment she's singing very charmingly, another moment she's in laughter and then sobbing, crying, right? That we have heard before also when we heard about Radha Krishna Mai. So when, this was, everything went fine after 13 days, when he returned to Dadar. So Bhau was earlier staying in Dadar, and there is a big, very interesting incident we'll hear from Nanda Purnare ji, जहाँ पे अभी रहते हैं, उसके बारे में बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग इंसिडेंट है, वो बताएंगे. बट उससे पहले जो अभी ये बांद्रा में रहते हैं, but before this they were staying in Dadar. Bhau was staying in Dadar. So when they returned back, Bhau's wife had a cholera attack. So doctors were hopeless, but Bhau, he had started believing Baba, and he saw Baba by the Datta Mandir. There ek Datta Mandir tha in front of his home in Dadar. And Baba said, give Udi and Tirat to your wife and she will be fine. And that's what happened. Bhau gave and she recovered. And slowly, gradually, like all of us, as we start seeing these things, our faith begin to increase. So henceforth, he started visiting Shirdi very frequently. As a matter of fact, we will hear more कि बाबा दीक्षित जी को बोलेंगे कि दीक्षित जी, you write letter to Bhau and ask him to come. He hasn't come so long. I want to talk to him. Ask him to come. And Dikshit ji and Bhau, were very close. But they were very close friends.
ज़्यादा करके mostly दोनों जन साथ में ही जाते थे शिरडी.
Yes. So now I'm gonna share with you a very interesting incident about buy the plot and build the house. So Baba, once asked, by the way, Bhau was a, clerk in GIP Railways, GIP meaning Great Indian Peninsula Railways, और British time के time उसको, GIP कहते हैं, जो कि अब Central Railways है. और उनकी इनकम थी 35 रुपए, 35 rupees. So once Baba asked him कि Bhau, you buy a plot of land and build a house. And Bhau was shocked कि what is Baba saying? How can I do? I am my financial situation. I'm sure Baba knows everything about me. And why is he asking me to do this? I can't do it. So Baba will ask him again and again, and Bhau will ignore.
Every visit he used to ask, भाई बाबा करते थे कि क्यों नहीं तुम घर बन रहे, मेरे आदमी नहीं मानता है तुम घर शुरू करो करके.
Yeah. और फिर बाबा Abdul Baba को बोलेंगे कि people don't listen to me. So he said once he was sitting in Dwarka Mai and Bhau is also sitting with him, and he told Abdul Baba, okay, ask Ram Bhau, is he convinced, will he do what I say, what I'm asking? So Abdul Baba said, Baba, Ram Bhau to यहाँ कोई नहीं है. So he said, okay, go ask Vishwanath then. Will he do what I'm saying? He said, Baba, Vishwanath भी कोई नहीं है. तो फिर बाबा ने कहा, पुरंधारे की तरफ, भाऊ की तरफ देखेगा, okay, ask this Brahmin. Why is he not doing what I'm saying, telling him? So Baba fell on his Bhau fell on Baba's feet, saying, Baba, I can't afford what you're saying. Baba said, I have lot of money stored for you, only for you. I will get it done. Allah is with you. You carry on, you buy the plot, build the house. And Baba, itne mein Baba, what he did, he took a fistful of money as prashad to Bhau, and he put it in his jholi. They were 6 annas, right? So बाबा, अब बाबा भाऊ को ये क्यों कह रहे हैं, ये तो बाबा को ही पता है. एंड वी विल सी हाउ दिस इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी अनरेवल. एंड लाइक पुरंधारी जी ने कहा कि यू नो बाबा एवरी टाइम यूज्ड टू आस्क हिम. सो नरेंद्र जी बताइए कि वो लैंड प्लॉट का दीक्षित जी क्या क्या स्टोरी थी उसके लिए.
एक्चुअली क्या है कि साईं बाबा पहले जब विजिट में गए उसके बाद ही उनको कहने लगे कि नहीं तुम अपना घर बनो, तुम भाड़े से मत रखो, कि मेरे लैंड थी वो तो रेंट में रहते थे. तो बोला नहीं तुम अपना खुद का घर बनाओ करके. तो पहले दादाजी ने सुन के ले लिया और चुप हो गया. बोले कि अब कुछ नहीं. दूसरी बार गया, बोलता नहीं मान रहा है. काकू बोला कि ये देखो ये मान नहीं रहा, मेरा भाऊ नहीं मान रहा है. राम भाऊ भी उसको कभी बोलते थे, ये मान नहीं रहा मेरा. फिर करके काफी मारने में वगैरह उठ गए थे उनको एक बार. तो फिर मेरे दादाजी एक बार उसके पैर में लौट गए. बोले कि नहीं बाबा मैं कर नहीं सकता, कि मेरा 35 रुपीज इनकम है, मेरे डिपेंडेंट्स काफी है, मेरी मदर है, मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं, फिर नेफ्यू भी था एक उनका, और भाई था उनका एक छोटा. तो बोले कि इतना इनकम मैं कैसे 6-7 जन मेरा डिपेंडेंट है, तो मैं कर नहीं घर बन नहीं पाऊंगा इतना बम्बे में करके. बाबा बोले नहीं नहीं तो करूंगा, करो तुम करके. तो फिर चुप बैठ गए थे. बार बार जानने के बाद उनको कहते कि नहीं तुम घर बंद हो. फिर एक बार काफी झगड़ा हो गया. तो फिर दीक्षित और ये बोले कि बुट्टी भी थे मेरे ख्याल में, बुट्टी और दीक्षित, तो बोले कि बाबा आप गरीब ब्राह्मण को बोल रहे घर बांधने के लिए, उसका इनकम क्या 35 रुपीज इनकम है और इतना डिपेंडेंट है, अगर चाहिए तो हम गरीब ब्राह्मण के लिए घर बांध के देता हूँ करके. तो साईं बाबा बोले नहीं तुम नहीं मानना, वो खुद अपना बांधेगा, उसका पैसा मेरे पास है, वो कर देंगे. मतलब तुम शुरू करो करके कैसे भी करके. तो फिर मेरे दादाजी ने लोन ले लिया, 1000 रुपीज लोन ले लिया और एक जगह ले ली बांद्रा में. उनके इधर एक ये था प्यून था, तो उसको पूछा कि तुम कहाँ रहते हो, तो बोला मैं बांद्रा रहता हूँ. बोले तो बांद्रा में कुछ जगह है क्या उधर देखो. तो बोले कि ठीक है बांद्रा में है जगह, लेकिन थोड़ा लंबा है स्टेशन से. तो बोला देखो पहले करके. फिर वो आगे बोले कि ऐसी ऐसी जगह है और 4 आना स्क्वायर यार्ड करके है, स्क्वायर यार्ड में तो भाई 4 आनाज. तो बोले ठीक है हम देखता हूँ करके. तो फिर वो पहले नजदीक काका जी रहते थे दीक्षित, तो उन्होंने दीक्षित को दिखाया कि मैं यहाँ पे ऐसा लैंड ले रहा हूँ करके. तो दीक्षित पहले देखे बोले अरे इतना लंबा नहीं लेने का. तो फिर बोला कि कितना है, तो 4 आना. बोले मेरे इधर पार्ला में 2 आना स्क्वायर यार्ड करके है, तुमको डबल जगह आ जाएगी, वो लेना. और ये तो जगह बहुत ये है, दिन में भी तुमको कोई मारेगा तो मालूम नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एकदम जंगल था, टोटल जंगल था. तो फिर बोले ठीक है हम साईं बाबा से आने लेंगे. तो साईं बाबा के उधर गए. साईं बाबा के उधर गए तो दीक्षित ने कहा कि बाबा ये भाऊ पागल है, वो तो बांद्रा में किधर जगह देखा है और उसको दिन में भी कोई मारेगा तो कोई ये नहीं, जंगल है करके. तो मैं उसको, मेरे बाजू में जगह है और वो 4 आना बांद्रा में है, तो मैंने यहाँ पे 2 आना स्क्वायर यार्ड करके पार्ला में, विले पार्ला में. तो मैं वो लेके रहता हूँ और स्टेशन से सिर्फ 2 मिनट के दूरी पे है, और ये तो काफी घंटा लगेगा उसको एक करने के लिए. साईं बाबा बोले नहीं नहीं वो 15 की जगह लेना दो, वही जगह आगे के रंग रूप में आ जाएगी करके उसने कहा. फिर वो बोले कि ठीक है. दीक्षित भी ज्यादा फिर पापा बोलने से कुछ बोले नहीं. बोले ठीक है बाबा आप बोल रहे तो, लेकिन अब जगह वो बराबर नहीं है जैसे आप बोलते. बोले नहीं नहीं वही जगह आगे करके रहेंगे. फिर दादा ने ये कर दिया, 1000 रुपीज लोन ले लिया और उसको जगह खरीद कर दी है. बोले अभी जगह तो खरीद लिया, अभी बांधेंगे कैसे. फिर धीरे 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 उसको एक कोई बोला कि नहीं करो. तो एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर था, तो मेरे पिताजी बोलते उन्होंने ये करके आधे में काम छोड़ के चले गया, क्योंकि एक तो लंबा भी है, मटेरियल भी आने के लिए हो जाता था. फिर दूसरा कैसे करके करके धीरे धीरे करके उन्होंने शुरू कर दिया और घर ये करने लगा. तब तक उनको इतना काफी हेडेक हो गया कि ये बिल्डिंग कैसे होएगा, क्योंकि तो एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एक एक छोड़ के चला जाता है, फिर लंबा कोई आता नहीं है मटेरियल. तो उनको काफी हेडेक हो गया ये करने के बाद में. मतलब कभी भी शिरडी भी जाते तो उनको काम नहीं होता, हेडेक उनको काफी हेडेक हो गया था. लेकिन बाप ने कुछ ही नहीं किया, नहीं तुम बंद हो करके. और धीरे धीरे, लेकिन बाद में जब घर फाइनल हो गया और शिरडी गए, तभी बाबा ने कहा कि बहुत तुझे डोका दुखी गेली, मतलब तुम्हारा सर दर्द भी चला गया. और तभी से उनका सर दर्द चला गया. बाद में जब आपने तो पढ़ाई होगा कि उनको जब साईं बाबा ने कहा कि नहीं अभी तुम गृह प्रवेश करो करके, तो वो बोले कि नहीं गृह प्रवेश तो दादाजी का कोई भी था कि कुछ भी हो गुरुवार को करते थे. कि इटले मेरी फादर की शादी भी उन्होंने गुरुवार को कर दी. बोले गुरुवार करके मेरी भी शादी गुरुवार को हो गई है. सब गुरुवार को, हम लोग तो गुरुवार को काफी ये करते हैं. तो बोले गुरुवार के मैं वही करूंगा तो मुहूर्त में, तो उन्होंने ये कर दिया। तो साईं बाबा काफी, बाबा एक फोटो लेके साथ में चल रहे थे, उस मेरे दादाजी फोटो लेके आए और बोले फोटो रख के उन्होंने किया कि ये हमारा मुहूर्त है, गणेश हमारा ये है, गणेश वगैरह सब उनको ये करते थे, वो रख के उन्होंने फोटो कर दिया। तो फोटो लेके आ रहे थे तो सब ने बोला कि पीछे साईं बाबा भी आए थे उनके वो करके। और ये एक्चुअली ये इंसिडेंट जो है ना, मैंने कान से भी सुना है मेरे, कि मेरे पिताजी की मौसी थी, वो कभी क्योंकि आती थी, तो मेरे ये तो ग्रैंडफादर जल्दी गए थे, तो कभी मौसी कभी कभी आती थी, मतलब हम लोग भी बड़े होते भी आई थी वो, तो अभी कभी मेरे ख्याल में 20 साल पहले गुजर गई, तो वो आती थी। तो वो आने के बाद में वो कहते थे कि हम लोग बहुत से टाइम पहले जंगल में, यहाँ पे लाइट भी नहीं था बांद्रा में, एक पेट्रोमस लाइट वगैरह या तो कुछ छोटा सा लगा के रखते थे, हम लोग बैठते थे। तो अंधेरे में पीछे से देखा तो दादा कभी कभी लेट होने से अंधेरा पड़ जाता था इसमें, तो वो आते थे तो साथ में, तो बोले कोई गेस्ट आया करके, तो गेस्ट आया तो करके आते थे। देखा तो अंदर आने के टाइम अकेले मेरे दादाजी आते थे, गेस्ट तो नहीं, बोले कौन है, तो बोले नहीं साईं मेरे पीछे करके, हमेशा साईं बाबा उनके साथ आते थे। ऐसे वो हमारे मौसी जी कहती है, मैंने तो ये नहीं, लेकिन मौसी जी हमको सुनाते थे, वो ये करती, मतलब मेरे पिताजी की मौसी ये करती थी। तो वो फिर उन्होंने
यस यस,
उसके बाद में उनका सर दर्द चला गया अगर, वो घर
राइट राइट।
का। हाँ, और
सो
घर का जो है, आपको उनको चाहिए तो दिखा दीजिए, किसको चाहिए तो।
श्योर, अभी हम दिखाएंगे। और बाय द वे,
हाँ,
जो घर जो पुरंधारी जी बता रहे हैं अभी,
हाँ,
जो ये रहते हैं, ये वही प्लॉट है वहीं
प्लॉट
पर।
लैंड पर है। एक्चुअली क्या हो गया कि फिर बाद में बहुत पुराना हो गया था, 1900 मेरे ख्याल में कुछ 1820 के अंदर ही कुछ ऐसा बना हुआ था उन्होंने लेने के बाद में। तो फिर क्या हो गया कि काफी पुराना अभी हो गया था। और पहले मेरे दादाजी अकेले यहाँ पे रहते थे करके, और मेरे पिताजी जो थे ना, तो शुरू बचपन से वो वहाँ पे केलवा रोड करके रहते थे, जहाँ पे दाभोलकर का भी पहले घर था, तो वहाँ पे सब केलवा रोड रहते थे, स्टेशन के इधर रहते, और वो खेती वगैरह करके रहते थे। मेरे दादाजी बोलते नहीं, मेरे बाबा का ये आता है, मैं इधर ही बांद्रा रहूंगा, तुमको आना है तुम इधर आ जाओ, नहीं तो तुम उधर कुछ भी करो, अकेले रहते करके। फिर मेरे दादाजी उधर मतलब खेती विधि करके वहां पे रहते थे, उनको मतलब बैल गाय का काफी शौक था, तो वो उधर ही रहते थे। जब शादी होगी पिताजी की, तो फिर उन्होंने सोचा कि नहीं अभी मेरी शादी होगी है, अब बूढ़ा पिताजी अकेले वहां पे एक खाना पीना करा नहीं, फिर मेरा शादी होने के बाद में वाइफ को लेके यहाँ पे आ गए, मेरे माँ को लेके यहाँ पे आए। ये तो पहले अकेले वो केलवा रोड में ही रहते थे ये करके।
Right, right. So I think this is really good. You gave the good thing. I'm gonna go into a little more details and also in English for the other devotees who are right. So what
हाँ,
happened
हाँ,
कि अब बाबा ने उनको दिया, तो what happened कि बाबा ने कहा कि okay, like he said, I will do it, get it done. So friends came up with the, जैसे बताया दीक्षित जी came up with the proposal for land, and they find out but there was no money.
no
And
money.
then one of his friends loaned him money with no promissory note to buy the Bandra plot. And at that time, the address was 59 Perry Road, Bandra. But
59
अभी वो मतलब उस रोड का नाम उन्होंने चेंज करके डिफरेंट कर दिया।
21 सेंट पॉल रोड हो गया, फिर ये हो गया सीरियली हो गया, तो फिर 28 वगैरह से नंबर आने लगे, तो फिर 21 सेंट पॉल रोड हो गया अभी, पहले 59 भी सही करके
Perry Road, right? Okay. So then whenever now the plot is bought, and whenever he'll go to Shirdi, Baba will say, okay, now when are you building the house?
Yeah.
And
every he used to ask my grandfather कि भाऊ कदी घर बांधतो.
And Baba will tell others, this Bhau doesn't listen to me. He thinks high about himself. He doesn't do what I'm asking. And, you know, so Dikshit ji and Chandrokar ji, they were very anxious कि बाबा ने भाऊ को क्या बोला है that he is not listening. So they asked him, तो भाऊ ने सब story बताई.
They were willing to house for my grandfather. Dikshit and Chandorkar and Bhutti said that we built for this poor Brahmin.
Yeah. So Dikshit ji and Chandrokar ji volunteered. They said, we can pitch in the money and we can build. So Baba said, no, no, no. Bhau is a very nice and simple guy. And he doesn't need anyone's money as long as I am here. I have a lot of money for him. I want to give it to him. But, you know, Bhau's continuous refusal, because not that he didn't want to follow, but because he did not have the finances to build the house. He somehow bought the land. So on one Ram Navami day, you know, entire Shirdi was packed. There were a lot of devotees there. groups and groups were coming to take darshan of Baba, and Bhau is sitting on the steps of Dwarka Mai, and all of a sudden Baba comes and rushing and yelling at Bhau with satka in his one hand, and he held his nose and dragged him, because you know, you will see a lot of these quotes from I will talk about quotes. Baba भाऊ पे बहुत yell करते थे, उसको ये करते थे, but वो आप you will realize that was the love by a parent, by father towards his son. So Bhau, so Baba will yell at him. He will say, "You don't let me sit quietly in Dwarka Mai. You're bothering me. You don't listen to me." Inside, Baba was very, upset that why is he not doing what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So next day, everything, calmed down, right? As if nothing happened the day before. And Baba, we all know Baba used to go to Lendi Bagh for rounds in the morning, right? So you all of you would have seen there is a bell in Dwarka Mai Sabha Mandap, right? Ek
Yeah.
bell hai. So wo bell, the bracket, there was an issue with the bracket of the bell, and that needed fixing.
Yeah.
So Bhau and Pandit, the Pandit was another devotee. They both decided ki okay, we'll fix this bracket when Baba goes for Lendi Bagh round. So they started doing it, and other people were also helping them. And suddenly Baba came back from his Lendi Bagh round, and he started yelling. And when Baba started yelling, all the people they go here and there. And what happened? These two poor guys, they were holding the weight of the bell because they couldn't run away. They are holding the weight of the bell, and all the other guys left. And Baba came near them in the, where the bell was, and he stand by the, support of the wall. And at that very moment, they were able to fix the bracket immediately, and that released the weight of the bell. अगर उन्होंने ब्रैकेट को ठीक नहीं किया होता, because that bell is very heavy, it would have fall on both of these guys. So Baba scolded them. Baba said, why do you want to kill yourselves? And look at these people. They ran away. They left you literally alone. How many times I have to save you now? Now you come down, go to Vada and take rest and don't do anything. So basically, you will see many more incidents we are going to talk about, that when Bhau used to come to Shirdi, he will not, Bapu Sahib Jog, and others, they used to do this Bhagavad lessons in Satewada, other. Bhau will never go there. Bhau will be only fixated on fixing something in Lendi Bagh. ये द्वारका माई का कर दिया, ये कर दिया. और वो भी कड़ी धूप में, right? Just visualize, just शिरडी की जो गर्मी और सर्दी, they are extreme, right? And when you are in summer there, the hot sun, and somebody's working there day and night. We are going to see one incident over there where Bhau was doing, and that is one of the reasons that Baba is always angry with him, ki you don't let me sit quietly. I'm always thinking about you. Mera Bhau kya kar raha hai abhi, usne khana khaya ya nahi, all that stuff. So Baba scolded ki you go to Vada and don't do anything. So now Narendra ji talked about the headache. This is a very interesting thing. So same night, this jab bell ka incident hua, same night, there was a meeting in Chavdi, and all the devotees, they bring Nevedya for Baba. So Bhau also brought Nevedya for Baba, but Baba didn't take it. Baba said, no, I'm not going to take. So Bhau said, Baba, if you will not take, then nobody will eat. He said, I don't care. Nobody. So he said, okay, if you don't want to eat now, take it in the morning. I will keep it in the cupboard and you take it. He said, no, I'm not going to take it. So starting that night, Bhau started to have severe headache. And that whole night he couldn't sleep. So Abdul Baba said to Baba, ki Baba, Bhau couldn't even sleep the entire night. Why don't you fix it? He works so much hard for you. So Baba was angry. Baba said, yeah, he has some extra energy. That's why he doesn't let me sit quietly in Dwarka Mai or Chavdi. Abdul Baba said, but Baba, he does it for you. Baba said, don't worry, Allah will fix it. Although Baba was making these statements, but Baba knew everything what's coming, why this is happening, because Baba is Par Brahma, right? So yeah, so this continued, his headache continued. Kaka Sahib Dikshit also saw that. He also requested Baba. And then they said they took Bhau to Baba. चल भाऊ okay, हम द्वारका में ही चलते हैं, बाबा को बताएंगे. तो they went and Baba started yelling at him because he is not listening to him. He said, and they went away. And then he was staying at I's place, so I put some balm on his head, but it didn't help. So after 2 days, it was time for Bhau to go back to Dadar, Bombay. His vacation was ending. So Baba put his divine hand, say Allah will do good. And he took Baba leave. But at the time of going, Baba said ek cheez, Bhau, when are you building that house? Build it ASAP, at the earliest. I want to come there and live with you. So when Bhau, came back to Bandra, he took a loan. I think this number is incorrect. Narendra ji, aapne bataya 1,000 rupees. So whatever. So he took the loan from his office to build it. And like Narendra ji mentioned, it was a lonely place. This was jungle. So, but Baba has told him that don't worry, I will be sitting there. So you don't worry about that. Nobody is there. What will you do? It's scary for you, your wife and family. Don't worry. So he started building the house, and this headache continued. It never subsided. But look at the faith of Bhau. He never went to a doctor. He said, Baba will fix it. Baba knows. Baba is aware of this, my headache. He will get it fixed. He had strong faith very, very strong faith in Baba. Yeah. So once he wrote to I that please ask Baba to relieve this headache. Otherwise, ask him that I will come to Shirdi and wait for my death. I can't bear this headache anymore. So I conveyed to Baba that ऐसे भाव कह रहा है. So Baba gave, I को Dr. Pillai जो थे उनको एक उदी दी और बुक्की दी. बुक्की is medicinal powdered form में medicinal दी. So Dr. Pillai ने फिर भाव को ये भेजी, and भाव applied उदी and inhaled that medicine powder, and from next day he was feeling much better, though there was some headache, remnants of headache was there. And at the same time, the house construction was also over. So he informed Baba, Baba, house is built. When should we enter? And like Narendra Pundhare ji mentioned, coming Thursday was proposed as the housewarming. And Bhau took Baba picture and walked with it into his new house. And like Narendra Pundhare said, Baba was actually walking with him. And after that day, his headache was gone forever. Like Narendra Pundhare said. So the whole incident was Baba wanted him to buy the plot and build the house. And where Narendra Pundhare ji today lives, that land is the land which was picked by Baba, and the house was built by Bhau. Baba came there, walked with him. And I think among the devotees, all the Baba's close devotees, one is Hemant Pant house, which is still at the same place.
Still in the same place.
And very few devotees have the same, because Dikshit ji land has been renovated. They moved to other place. And one of the other places is Raghuveer Purandhare ji's place, where they are still staying at the same place. Yeah. So we will share with you all devotees that Baba's picture, right? So yeah. Another thing is, once Baba was, always asked Dakshina from everyone. So once Bhau and his wife, they are sitting in Dwarka Mai. So Baba asked Dakshina from them. And Bhau didn't have. So Bhau's wife immediately ran to Vada. And she brought all the money that they collect, during Lakshmi Pujan. So in Diwali, we all pitch in contribute towards Lakshmi Pujan. And that money is not meant to buy anything. It is meant for puja. So she emptied all their Lakshmi Pujan collection in front of Baba and gave it to him. So Baba said, what are you doing? This, your husband is going to be very angry with you. He said, my husband, Bhau will not, you are our God, you are our Lakshmi, we have given to you, everything will be fine. He will not be upset. And Bhau was sitting there. So Baba said that I am with you, I will be always with you and you will be always blessed. So another incident was Bhau, we know Bhau was working in the railways at that time, and he will frequently visit Shirdi. So once he had bought the tickets for, he bought the passes. They used to get passes. He got the passes for his visit to Shirdi. But that night, Baba came in his dream and said with his satka and told him, don't come to Shirdi. Why are you coming again and again? Stay there. So Bhau was surprised. And what happened? Again, whatever Baba says, there's a reason behind it. So what happened that night? There was a strike and riots in railways. And Baba, with this, prevented him from coming to Shirdi so that he's not considered as part of the riots when he ran away from the this. Yeah, Narendra ji?
Yeah. Correct.
So another, on a Good Friday, Bhau was, after this, railway, he couldn't go. But after that, he went to Shirdi. And then, he was staying at Balaji's house, So Baba once told Purandhare ji, Bhau, that I am going to come to your place, meaning Balaji's house where you're staying, and I will have Nevedya at your place. So Bhau said, that's great. Everyone was excited. And he said, how many, you will come alone or with you, some other priest will come? He said, 4 to 5 other saints will also come with me. And he said, Baba, what should we cook? He said, cook sira, rice, khichdi, sabji. He said, okay. So they went, and like Baba is like that. Agar Baba kahenge 4 5, wahan pe aa jate hain 20. So what happened? 20 and more saints started coming, and they were all shocked. What will happen to food? But with Baba's blessing, nothing went short. Rather, food was left over to serve other people. So Bhau, at the end, he took Vida and he went to Dwarkamai to give to Baba. So Baba was, telling others in the Dwarkamai, today I overate in the lunch. And he said to Bhau, khana kam to nahi pada. Bhau started smiling because he knew Baba's all these miracles. And in the interim, Balaji also came to Dwarkamai and telling Baba, why do you test simple devotees like us? You said 4 5 and then you sent 20 and so forth. So these are like common, we have heard this many times before with other devotees also. Baba himself didn't come, but he will come in other form. Like he went to Dev Sahib house in the form of that collecting donation in Dhanu. So another incident, a very interesting incident happened, was related to mangoes. We have heard, we have read many places during Shirdi, mangoes were a very common thing, right? Very popular. So once Bhau, he was going to Shirdi, so he thought that I will take very good quality mangoes for Baba, and we'll distribute there. But unfortunately, he couldn't get the good quality, so he did not take anything. So he reached Dwarkamai, and Baba knew everything, right? Baba said, did you bring mangoes? He said, no, Baba, I didn't get it. So Baba said, never mind. Tomorrow there'll be parcel coming. So Bhau said, people, when Baba says these things, at the first instance, devotees will ignore Baba's statement. What is Baba saying? What, kaun sa parcel, which parcel? So actually next day parcel did come for the mangoes. Okay. And at that time, what Bhau was doing was, he was, Lendi Bagh jo tha, he was fencing the Lendi Bagh, the wires hoti hain, he was putting barbed wires around the Lendi Bagh. And it was summers, hot, sunny day. So Baba asked Jog Sahib, go there and call Bhau and say, come here with the dakshina of 100 rupees. So he said, okay. So Jog Sai went there, and Bhau said, I can't come because I'm working. So he came back to Dwarka Mai and conveyed the message. He said, go there and ask him to get 125 rupees Dakshina from Vishwanath and come immediately. So he again went, Jog Sahib again went to Lindi Bagh telling Bhau. So Bhau said, Jog Sahib, Bapu, why don't you understand? If I leave this work in the middle, all these wires will get raveled and I won't be able to fix it. So please let me complete this job. Then tell Baba I will come there. So he went back and Baba was very angry. Baba told Bapu Sahib Jog ki you now went, go there, tell him, get 150 rupees Dakshina, and Jog Sahib, Bapu Sahib, you don't come back without him. So Bapu Sahib Jog was in a, what will he do? He went there. So he said, Bapu Sahib Jog gave him actually 150 rupees. भाऊ को कि ये 150 रुपीज लो, आप मेरे साथ प्लीज चलो. बाबा ने कहा मैं भी नहीं आऊंगा मस्जिद माई में जब तक मैं तुम्हें नहीं लाऊंगा. तो he said, okay, let me finish this work. He finished his work, and then they both came back to Dwarka Mai, and Bapu Sahib told Baba, look, here is Bhau, ask him whatever you want to do. So Baba started yelling at him because he was, it was so hot. He was working, and he said, sit here now and have these mangoes. The parcel has come, what I told you yesterday. So Bhau said, I have nobody in home who can sell me this parcel, send me this parcel. I don't know. I'm not going to eat mango. They don't belong to me. Baba said, do you think मेरे को नहीं पता मैं तुम्हें चोरी का माल तुम्हारे को दूंगा? Bhau said, no, I'm not saying. So Bhau said, okay, I will eat only on one condition. If you eat, and then I will eat. So Baba ate one mango and then gave him that mango, and he took it as prasad. Baba gave one to Abdul Baba, and rest of the parcel, they sent to I's place as prasad. And then Baba detained Bhau until 5 p.m. that day so that he doesn't go anywhere to work or to do anything, because he didn't have any lunch. He was working in hot sunny day. So another incident where Baba Radhakrishna I had collected lots of artifacts for Baba. Palanquin was one, chhatra. So they used to keep this palanquin in open chavdi. And once what happened, जो palanquin के decorative गुच्छे होते हैं, tassels, they were stolen.
They were stolen,
yeah. So they thought ki I and Dikshit ji and Bhau thought that maybe we should build one room, tin sheets ka room we should build so that we can lock it, and whenever we need we'll take palanquin. So they said, okay, that's a good idea. Dikshit ji agreed. So but anything you have to do in Shirdi, you need to take Baba's permission. So now Radha Krishnamai said to Dikshit ji, why don't you go and take Baba's permission? So Dikshit ji went and he took Baba's permission. And next day, they started working on. So Dikshit ji ka jo servant tha Fakira, he and then Bhau started working. So they were building that metal sheet room right next to Dwarka Mai in such a way that they will use one of the walls of Dwarka Mai as one of the wall of that room. And there was a tin sheet, right? So now just visualize, all of you should visualize that Bhau is on the ladder and he had to make 3 holes in the wall, and so that he can put support, and then a tin sheet is on his head. And what happens is Baba comes back from his Lendi round, and everyone, all of the people were there surrounding. There were some helpers. They all disappeared as usual. And Bhau is standing on the ladder with the tin sheet on his head. He had already closed, dig 2 holes. The 3rd hole was missing. Third hole he was about to do when Baba came. And Baba started yelling that you are breaking my Dwarka Mai, you are damaging, come down, and all that stuff. And Baba held his neck and brought him down the ladder, and Bhau has tin sheet on top of his head. And Bhau was also very, adamant. He said, I will not stop it until I fix this. You know, this is not a sign of disrespect. It is a sign of love. And because जो अपने होते हैं उनसे तुम ऐसा कर सकते हो. और भाऊ और बाबा के बीच में जो रिलेशन था, it was exactly very similar to what Shama and Baba had. So Bhau said, I will not do. I will do it. And I'm not damaging your Dwarka Mai. I just need one hole. So Baba at the end yielded. He said, okay, do whatever you want to do. And then he put the hole and the tin sheet was done. And then Baba washed his feet and went into the Dwarka Mai. Dopair ka time tha. And, for the Aarti. So Aarti was over and Bhau was still doing the work. And Baba told people that, look, Aarti is done. I have to eat lunch. Bhau, he's still not coming. Go grab that guy and so that I can eat my lunch. So people went. He said, I'm almost done. So Baba finally went. He held his hand and brought him to Dwarka Mai and said, sit here now. We have to have lunch and stop, bothering me. I can't drag you, all over the place. And whatever work is pending, you do in the evening. So, you know, these things show that Baba always cared about Bhau. Whenever Bhau will come to Shirdi, the first thing Baba will say, how long you're going to stay, Bhau? Don't go, talk to me, right? And these, when I have, I have read most of the devotees, but when I read about Raghuveer Purandhare ji, right, it is very emotional that Baba has so much love for him that he will not even, he will always ask Dikshit ji, usko bulao, वो काफी दिन हो गए मेरे से बात नहीं हुई. So these are really how was a great and fortunate soul. So in Shirdi, during those days, flowers nahi the. There were no flowers. They were jungly flowers were there.
Flowers. Yeah.
So Bhau felt this thing कि बाबा के लिए flowers होने चाहिए. There should be some scented flower जो हम बाबा को offered during the puja. So he decided कि we will take saplings from Bombay and we'll grow there. So Devahare ji the, and he gave him good quality saplings. So Pandit ji the, अपना Bhau the, and they brought 4 earthen pots from Bombay. They came to the Kopargaon station, and Hassan Tangawala was there. There was this Tangawala, you would see this name Hassan Tangawala at many, incidents. I don't know much about that guy, but he looks to be at that time, he was one of the popular Tangawala. He will come there, pick people from station to the town. So Hassan Tangawala was there. He brought, Purandhare Panditji with all the luggage and wo gamle and saplings to the town. Now from the town, there was no bullock carts because they have a lot of luggage and they had these 4 earthen pots. So they started walking with luggage on their head and these earthen pots in their hands, but immediately they see bullock carts coming towards them. So they got the bullock carts, they put their luggage, उसमें अपना सामान रखा, गमले रखे, and they immediately, first destination, of course, is the Radha Krishna Mai house. And whenever they go, Bhau will go, he will first go to Radha Krishna. So they went to Radha Krishna house, they put their luggage there, and they told her, like, we have brought saplings, we need to grow. And everyone was very excited, everyone agreed. But, like I said, everything has to be done with the Baba's permission. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong in growing plants. So he was very optimistic. So Bhau immediately went to Dwarka Mai and he went to Baba. Baba said, Acha, kab, how long you will stay here? Who has come with you? Out of very, like, if you are, this reminds me, when in summers we go to our grandparents' house, they are very happy. This is the similar feeling how how long you will stay here? Talk to me, tell me about. So Bhau at that point said, Baba, there are no flowers in Shirdi. So I got very good quality saplings and we'll grow scented flowers and we'll put it on the way from Chavadi to Sathewada. It will provide you the shade and also we will build climbers on the arch of Lindy Bags. You know, when you go enter the Lindy Bag, there is an arch. So he said we will put flowers on the that, and also in the little garden. And you know, he like he was he like ignited the fire, and Baba was so mad. Baba said, I don't need any of your flowers. Take these flowers, give it to your beloved ones. If you want to grow flowers, grow in your garden at your home. Take it from Shirdi. So he was very sad and upset कि हम इतनी दूर से बॉम्बे से कैरी करके लाए, और अब अगर हमने इसको नहीं किया अभी तो they will die, because they we have to put it in the soil and all that stuff. So he disappointedly went back to I's place, and I said, don't worry, everything will be, fine. So, but Bhau was very upset, and he was crying. And that same night at 8:15 or 8:30, Baba called for Bhau. और उन दिनों at that late in the night, nobody dares to visit Baba.
द्वारका माई है.
Dwarka Mai. So Bhau said, I can't visit Baba. It's so late. Nobody visits him. So I said, no, he has called for you, so you must go. So he went there. Dada Kelkar was sitting there. So, Bhau was anyway emotional. He was, so Baba said, Bhau, why are you crying? Do you think I will let these plants die? I will not let these plants die. I mean, we are talking of plants. Baba doesn't let real human beings die. So these are just the plants. So Baba said, don't worry. You take the soil from the banyan tree, which is next to the Patil farm. जो पाटिल फार्म, जब पाटिल के जो खेत हैं उसके साथ जो बनियन ट्री है उसके नीचे से सॉइल लो and grow those plants there. The plants will not take roots in the morning. So you right now go there, put those plants, and they will I will not let them die. And Bhau was so emotional. He started crying. He held his legs and he said, now go right away. So he went there. I and both Radhakrishna, I and Bhau worked the entire night to plant those saplings. And then in the morning, जब इतने में काकड़ आरती होने वाली थी, so they took shower and then they went for काकड़ आरती. So I said to Bhau, look, I told you that Baba, our mother Sai will not. He always wants good for you and for all of us. So this way, Bhau was, like I said, he was always engaged in something or the other, when he was in Shirdi. So once in 1912, what happened, and this is very typical of Baba. Baba किसी को जाने नहीं देंगे. हमने देखा था, with the Satheji had to go for, he was a big shot in government. He had to attend a camp in Manmad. Baba will hold him, lock him, literally lock him. Ask Dada Kelkar, lock Sathe in a room so that he cannot go. And that meeting never happened. So in 1912, Baba detained Bhau beyond his sanction leave. So his leave was for a few days. He said, no, you are not going. So Shama and everyone said that, Baba, let him go. His boss will be angry. Baba said, his boss, I am his boss. You don't have to worry. So after overstaying, Bhau was he was really concerned. He know his job is in jeopardy. So he went there. He reached Thursday on office, Thursday, 1 p.m. And before his boss, foreman, he can question him, he tendered his resignation because he knew they're gonna, let him go while you violated the leave and all that stuff. So he read the resignation. So, but जो foreman का जो boss था, Deputy Superintendent Mr. Wilson, so he called Bhau and said, where were you? Why did you extend? What happened? So he explained कि ऐसे I go to Shirdi and all that stuff. So he immediately tear apart his resignation and he said, don't worry about this. This foreman, you are not his subordinate. And in a few weeks or months, Bhau was promoted above that foreman.
Yeah.
And this is, this things we have seen in many other devotees. Dhumalji was once sitting, he had a case and he had to handle a case and he was sitting in Nasik and his boss came and said, are you sure this case has merit? What, without any evidence, he said, okay, it's in your favor. So it is all Baba who is getting these things done. Baba, if Baba is holding you, there is a reason. Baba is the only cause for calling you to Shirdi and making you leave Shirdi. There is no harm that he will ever, cause you. And Pandharpur incident, we already, Narendra ji already shared how Baba gave Pandharpur experience. So now, Narendra Purandhare ji's father is Vittal Purandhare ji, right? Birth was August 1915.
20th.
As, right. So I did some, Narendra ji, I did some research in the interim. So there is some evidence of this. So what happened? Bhau and wife had a baby boy, and after both the boy and the mother was at their parents' place, but after the delivery, Bhau's wife was very sick, and she was in a tender condition. But in spite of that, she came back to Bandra house in the rainy season. So that was the boy that was born was Narendraji, that was your father, Vithalji. So I found that. So उस समय क्या हुआ कि जो डॉक्टर खाड़वले थे बांद्रा में, उन्होंने कहा था कि she should be admitted to the hospital because she's very sick and she needs immediate attention. But Bhau had full faith in Baba, and he said, Baba, whatever Baba says, we'll do that. So Dikshit ji and Hemant Panji, they were close by. Hemant Panji also was living in Bandra, and Dikshit ji used to frequently visit him. So they made him understand ki Bhau, you have to admit your wife in the hospital. She's in critical. Baba will not ward. Of course, Baba's wishes are with you. So,
and
okay.
Dikshit's doctor, Dr. Demonti, also advised to admit her in the hospital.
Right. Yeah. So Bhau finally agreed, okay, if you all guys are saying next morning, we will admit her to the hospital. So what happened that same night, Bhau had a vision that Baba is coming, has entered in the house with a satka, and he went inside the room where his wife is lying, and he put burning hot uddi on her forehead.
On her forehead.
And at the same time, his wife got up screaming, "Arey, this is so hot, my whole body is burning, Baba has come." So immediately Bhau went to her room, and she's screaming, my whole body is burning because of the hot uddi Baba put, and she can also see Baba standing right next to him. And these were the very good signs. He know that everything is going to be fine. And that's what happened. The next morning, she was recovering very fast. She felt much better. Now, morning, everyone, nobody knew Dikshit ji, Hemant Panji, nobody knew of this incident. So they came to their Bandra home with the intention that they will take his wife to the hospital. And but they told him this incident ki aise Baba aaye raat ko aur unhone udi lagayi, and she's feeling much better. So Hemant Panji was still doubtful. He said, no, still we should keep her in hospital. But finally Dikshit ji and Bhau, convinced, and she was absolutely fine, right? So same year, so this is, we are talking in August, rainy season was there. Same year, now they have a boy. They wanted to take darshan of Baba in the Christmas vacation and also take them to the native town. So Bhau ki jo mother thi, and they went to the station to buy tickets for native town. They went there, but all of a sudden, Bhau said, you go to native town, I have to go to Shirdi. So Bhau said that at least you should escort your wife and boy to the native town. How will they go alone? He said, no, I have to go to Shirdi. So Bhau immediately took the train to Kopargaon, and he went there. And then Hassan Tangawala was there. he said, Baba is not keeping up well. Baba is sick. And Radha Krishna Mai is also not well. So he immediately went there. Baba had asthma, during that time, and he couldn't eat. And still, but when Baba is not well, still he will go on his bhiksha round. And Bhau said, Baba, you don't go, I will take you on my back. And Bhau cried, Baba, why are you doing this? Bhau said, don't worry, Allah gave me this thing. I'll be perfectly all right in 2-3 days. So then Bhau went to Radha Krishna Mai house. वहां पर Radha Krishna Mai is bedridden. She can't get up. So he came to Baba. Baba, Ai is also not well. Give her some medicine. Baba said, don't worry, she will be fine also. And then this incident, I think it's already in the Pothi, that Baba wasn't well, but Baba still went to Radha Krishna Mai house, took the ladder, went up the ladder over the house, and when he was coming down, he said, help me. And Tatya is standing there. Tatya said, Baba, agar tu chal nahi sakta to kyun aa raha niche, tu gaya kyun? Now Baba can't explain ki I am saving Radha Krishna Mai, all this stuff. So Tatya jokingly said, okay, what will you give me if I help you? He said, I'll give you 10 rupees. So Baba came down, and after that, Radha Krishna Mai was recovered well. So, and again, that time also Bhau leave was extended, but everything went fine. So now in 1918, right, 15th of 12 to 15 days before, Baba asked Bhau and Dikshiji and many other devotees to clear away, to go back home.
Go back here.
And he made this statement that my tomb will speak to you, and my matti, clay, jo mitti hai, that will give you replies. He had spoken this thing before also, but they couldn't, make the meaning. But, after 15 days, they realized what Baba was saying. And same thing we heard before in Tarkhanji session also, when Jyotinderji Tarkhand went there last time. Baba said, Baba, usko bhi Bhau kehte the. Baba kehte the, this is our last meeting. Ask whatever you want to ask me, and rest we all have heard this. So Bhau wasn't there at the time of when Baba left his motorcade. So after Baba Nirvan, Baba will come in Bhau's dream and tell him, go to Shirdi and do Sansthan duties. So we have seen this picture before. Rasneji shared this. In this, he was a joint secretary in Sansthan, and you can see Bhau's picture here. And above is the Appa Sutar, right? So Baba will ask him in dream, go to Shirdi, do Sansthan duties, and also work closely with Dikshiji. He will tell him, Dikshiji and Bhau were very close. He will tell him, work closely with Dikshiji. And they will all, like Narendraji mentioned, they will all go together to Shirdi. Now, this is the picture. We'll show you the real picture also. This is the picture by Jaikarji, which Bhau had as a home. And Bhau will cry before this picture whenever he's in trouble. And Baba will appear immediately and comfort him. This is, इस पिक्चर के बारे में बताइए नरेंद्र पुनाथ जी कुछ.
ये पिक्चर जो है मेरे पिताजी कहते थे कि ये दीक्षित ने हैंड पेंटिंग है, ये फोटो पर नहीं है, हैंड पेंटिंग है, ये तो उनका हैंड पेंटिंग किया हुआ है. और ये हमेशा मेरे दादाजी कहते थे कि जो एंट्रेंस के है वहां पे सामने रखना है करके. तो हमारा कहाँ पे पुराने घर में भी एंट्रेंस के यही रखते थे, अभी भी नया घर में हम लोग आए एंट्रेंस के सामने ही रखते हैं. ये जो कुछ है ना, मतलब जो कोई संकट आ जाएगा वो सीधा चला जाएगा उधर से बाहर से करके.
राइट. और यही पिक्चर लेके भाऊ घर में एंटर हुए थे.
एक्चुअली कुछ मुझे पूरा या ये नहीं है, लेकिन मोस्टली मेरे ख्याल में यही होएगा.
यही पिक्चर
100% श्योर नहीं है, आई एम नॉट श्योर 100% श्योर.
राइट. अभी हम पिक्चर बाद में सब डिवोटीज को दिखाएंगे रियल. अभी क्योंकि आपको कैमरा मूव करना पड़ेगा, वील गो थ्रू द thing. So Bhau ki wife, passing away of his wife, right? So in 1920, we heard last time when we were doing Upasni Baba ki, 18 में जब वो epidemic हो गया था, all that stuff. So 1920 में Bhau wife was struck with influenza. And she was, that year she was very sad कि she couldn't attend Ramnavami.
Ramnavami, yeah.
Because Ramnavami सब बाबा के devotee सब जाते थे. तो Baba came in her dream and said, "Arey, don't worry, I will take you to the Urus. Don't worry, don't cry." So next morning, she started feeling better. And guess what? She expired on Ram Navami day saying, "Baba, Baba." Baba did take her on the Ram Navami day. Some of the other incidents before we will close and share you actual other stuff, right? Baba will ask, Bhau to give all the copper coins, and then Baba क्या करते थे, जो मिलते थे ना दक्षिणा, उसको अपनी जो पॉकेट होती थी ना, उसको बड़ा टाइटली बांधते थे ताकि it won't jingle, right? And we heard it in Nimonkar case. It's mentioned कि बाबा जब माध्यन आरती के बाद निवेद्य सब होके बाबा का द्वारका में कर्टन हो जाता था, कर्टन लग जाता था वहां, और बाबा कर्टन के पीछे बैठ के जो भी कॉइन्स आते थे वो इसको ऐसे he will rub it to remove the karmas and say this is Somya, Somnath Nimonkar, this is Damya, ऐसे ऐसे करते थे. So Baba Bhau gave all copper coins and he'll tie it in a pocket tightly not to jingle, and he'll exhaust people of all the money. And once Bhau thought, "Oh, I have given all the money," Baba is asking Dakshina. Baba said, "No, you still have 2 anna. Give me that." And Bhau saw that, and there were 2 annas in that, right? So, and another thing, Bhau said that whatever Baba will speak in the Dwarka Mai, when they will go back in the Vada, Sathe Vada, जहाँ पे बापू साहिब जो एकनाथ भगवत या अदर खड़पड़े जी अपना books पढ़ते थे, exactly same thing and lesson they will get from that scripture, from that lesson. So it was a very beautiful coincidence. Some of the cryptic talks that Baba will tell them in the Dwarka Mai, it will not strike them there, but when they go to Satewada, Jog Sahib or other some read the lesson, they will strike it. Oh, that's what Baba told me. That's what Baba was saying. So, we have seen many incidents with other devotees that Baba says, "Don't go," or train ka time ho gaya, but everyone is saying there is no train. But train, Baba knew there are trains coming. So that same thing happened with Bhau also. So another thing, creative thing, right? All these Baba's devotees, they got some really, good artifacts, Baba ke coins, vagara, vagara, they got it, right? And we have seen many times like Nachne family mein, right? Or in Pothi mein bhi zikr hai ki kai baar, not only Baba, but, अपना स्वामी समझ जी से उनको जो coins मिले, वो गुम गए. Future generations, they couldn't preserve it correctly, etc., etc. So what Purandhare ji Bhau did, कि जो उनको बाबा से सिल्वर कॉइन्स मिले ना, उन्होंने उसको मेल्ट करके बाबा की एक प्रतिमा बना ली ताकि फ्यूचर जनरेशन से वो the probability of losing pratima is very low compared to small coins. It may get lost. So नरेंद्र जी, आप प्लीज बाबा की वो प्रतिमा दिखाइए जो कि बाबा के कॉइन से है, और वो एक आपके पास बाबा का कॉइन भी है और वो फोटोज भी दिखाइए.
हाँ, कॉइन तो क्या हो गया कि काफी कॉइन दे तो काफी इसका बनाया, एक सिल्वर कॉइन रखे, बाकी कुछ दूसरे मेटल की कॉइन भी बाबा के हाथ से दी हुई वो है. मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा अभी. ये उनकी मूर्ति है.
थोड़ा क्लोज ले जाइए. हाँ, थोड़ा नीचे करिए. नहीं उल्टा. हाँ, राइट. दिस इज फाइन. नो, दैट वाज फाइन. जो आपने पहले दिखाया था वो ठीक था. हाँ, दिस इज गुड. राइट. So this is the Baba's silver murti made of all the silver coins that were given to Bhau by Baba. Wow.
ये कॉइन है, ये कॉइन एक सैंपल है.
Okay, I will share all these pictures in the WhatsApp group with everyone.
और फोटो मैं अभी दिखा देता हूँ ओरिजिनल.
हाँ जी. Wow. So this is the original picture by hand painted by Jaikar ji. और उसके नीचे कुछ लिखा भी हुआ है ना?
नहीं, वो हमने स्टिकर किया है.
ओके.
मंत्र है.
ओके ओके.
वो नहीं था, हमने ऊपर स्टिकर कर दिया है.
ओके. वाओ. और आप वो भी फोटो दिखाइए आपने पिताजी की, और वो जो ऊपर लगी थी हमने देखा था.
ये मेरे दादाजी की फोटो है.
अच्छा, ये भाऊ की है. ये काफी यंग की है, क्योंकि एक दूसरी है जो. ओके.
ये मेरे पिताजी है,
विठल जी. हाँ,
विठल पुरंदरे. और ये मेरी माता जी है, सुधा विठल पुरंदरे.
ओके. आप कैन यू, आपने ये भी बताया था कुछ, आपने ये भी बताया था कि विठल नाम कैसे आया?
अच्छा, मेरे पिताजी का जो नाम है वो एक्चुअली भालचंद्र था. उनका नाम भालचंद्र करके रखे थे. लेकिन मेरे दादाजी जब पिताजी को लेके शिरडी गए तो साईं बाबा बोले नहीं, इसका नाम विठल रखने का. तो मेरे दादाजी कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं करते, बोले ठीक है आप बोले विठल. फिर उन्होंने पूछा मैं इसको विठल क्यों रखने के लिए बोला, तो बोला दादा बाबा आप बोले विठल, तो विठल इसमें क्या है. तो बोला नहीं, अब सोचो करके याद करो. तो मेरे दादा को कुछ याद नहीं है. फिर उन्होंने देखा, देखो याद मतलब विठल उनके कुछ ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर का नाम विठल था करके, तो बोलते ये आगे बढ़ना चाहिए अपना परिवार का नाम. और दूसरा विठल मतलब अपना विठल ये भी है भगवान पंढरपुर का, यही पट्टर करके उन्होंने विठल रखा. तभी सब मेरे सभी कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट में पिताजी का नाम विठल ही करके रखा, स्कूल से वगैरह करके. बालचंद्र खाली हेरोस्कोप में नाम है उनका, बाकी बालचंद्र नाम किधर नहीं है. और बालचंद्र नाम से कोई पहचानता भी नहीं है उनको.
राइट राइट. सो अनदर जो इनके घर की जो फोटो है, I will share it on the WhatsApp groups. For some reason I couldn't get, but you know, this is really amazing that this is the same plot and land which Baba chose where you are staying. Now you erected a building, right? You have your flats are there, and you know, okay, good. So that's what we had today. It's really great. I mean, I am always fascinated by this devotee, especially for some reason whenever I read. And this information is all because of Gavankar ji.
Yeah.
So Gavankar ji jo the, he was very close to Shama, and I'm talking of Keshavrao Gavankar ji. He was close to Shama, and Narsimha Swami ji in his diary got most of the information about Baba from Bhau and Devsai. These are the two people who gave him most of the information about Baba. So that's what we had. We went over by 15-20 minutes, but it is very nice. We'll close this session with the Baba's Aarti now.